In the next scene, it could be seen that my thirsty little disciple was pinning me down. "Oh, master," she said seductively. Still worried about her words, I asked, "What's with the matter of dying? Don't talk nonsense, get off me first." Without listening, she continued with her own actions, caressing the master's bare chest. "It's already this time. Are you still pretending to be ignorant? How unthoughtful," she said, and continuing with her seductive actions. She gently bit his ear while also telling him that it was fine, as the more he behaves like this, the happier Yaner will be. Wanting to restrain him more, she executed her technique, the dance of spiraling sky extreme, broken gate of 9 twirls. Seeing this, Ye Shen thought to himself, "This is the broken gate of 9 twirls. Before I went into seclusion, it was the last move taught to Yaner. Is she really Yaner? Master, in all these years, Yaner has finally mastered all the spells you taught. I, your disciple, am just sincerely following your teachings, working hard to make progress, just for this day when we meet again." Pulling him closer, she continued, "Starting from today, you and I can be together through life and death, however. Before that." She then pulled out a short golden knife, and started licking it. Coming closer, she continued in a threatening tone, "Master, you must give Yaner a small promise." "I'm well aware, master. Although you are excellent at everything, your body is not indestructible. If I cut off these legs, you won't be able to go anywhere. Don't be afraid. It will only hurt for a second, after that will be eternal happiness." With that said, she then raised the short knife in the air, aiming to strike his leg, and upon impact it could be seen that he was not affected at all, which naturally stunned the disciple. "Hey, what's happening? It can't be chopped off." "Impossible." Trying to convince herself, she kind of laughed nervously. "Ha ha ha. I'll do it seriously this time." In her head she thought, "This is a sharp blade made of meteorite. I must be not used enough force." After some silence and tolerance of her actions, Ye Shen finally spoke up. "This attitude of never giving up until the goal is achieved is indeed Yaner's style. My disciple is so diligent. How can I not make progress as your master?" With that said, he broke out of her bondages with a powerful attack, blasting her backwards with the destruction-style running web. Trying to look cool after his attack, he continued to say that even after 100 years, a master is still a master, and in his heart, Yaner will always be his lovely disciple. As he said that, he looked at his disciple's appearance, and he instantly became petrified, because the scene before him was not for the weak-hearted. Luan Yaner's clothes were all half torn, creating a very erotic atmosphere, and with a pitiful look she wondered if his master really thought that way. Her words and actions even made him have a nosebleed, calling her a thief. As for his attack, the destruction style is too powerful, since it literally shredded her clothes. And as always, he covered his face while literally still able to see everything, replying, "Really, master hasn't changed. Go and change into clean clothes." Covering herself to change, she spoke back, "Big liar, master is just saying that after 100 years, the heart has not changed." "But you didn't mention a word about the promise between you and me. You obviously forgot all about it." "A promise?" he asked himself. He then thought back to the past, as we could see the young Luan Yaner crying, calling his master a liar, as he clearly said that the formation wouldn't break apart. But Yaner was still injured. Running to hug him, she continued, "Yaner's face is bruised. I won't be able to get married." Trying to comfort her, he asked, "Who said that?" And with a warm smile he told her that in this world, strength is beauty. Yaner defeated the black bear demon at such a young age. How could she not be beautiful? Juten Zuanu wasn't troubled by marriage. Master wants to be with Yaner forever. Juten Zuanu is a goddess of war, with the head of a woman and the body of a bird in Chinese mythology. Moved by his words, she repeated what she heard, also blushing slightly. Master wants to be with Yaner forever. Making a pinky promise with her, he continued, "Indeed. When has the master ever lied to Yaner?" "It's agreed then. Yaner and master, along with everyone from our sect, however," he said that last part in a very low voice, "will always be together." Returning to the present, he hugged her tightly as if he remembered. "Yaner has also not changed. It was, master, who came too late." Hearing his sweet words, she could only cry a little in his arms. "Master, why did you only come back now?" The scene then shifts to some time later as he was briefed about the changing of the sex name. "No wonder. So that's why you changed the sex name. It was to avoid being hunted by the remnants of evil. You worked really hard. As long as master can come back. These are all trivial matters." Blushing, she then asked, "By the way, now that you are back, does the promise between you and Yaner still exist?" Not knowing that he has caused a big misunderstanding, he thought to himself, "Ah, it was the promise made at that time, to be with everyone from our sect forever. Yaner is such a good child." He smiled ignorantly, then continued, "Don't worry, master will not break his promise. Overwhelmed by his response, she thought to herself, Master actually agreed to be with me forever. Isn't this a promise of marriage? Still oblivious to her thoughts, Ye Shen continued, since we kept our promise, the most important thing is. However, before he could finish she interrupted him. Yes, don't worry, Master. I will immediately ask someone to choose an auspicious day. In her head she was thinking about engagement and marriage. Choose a day, he thought to himself. I suppose that's right. A good day should be chosen for everyone's gathering. He then spoke out. Okay, do that, Yaner. In the next second, a disciple came to make a report. Your Majesty, the manhwa team has reported. The heavenly book has awakened. All the major sects have joined forces to head to Tianchu City. Tianchu, could it be? Humph, those little thieves. Ye Shen then thought, before I went into seclusion, I forgot to take it. However, Luan Yaner interrupted his thoughts by shouting, the heavenly book belongs to my sect. Now that Ye Shen has returned to his throne, the heavenly book will naturally respond. Come forth. Bring the book to the mainland. I will get the heavenly book in person. Hold on. He yelled out, and with a guilty face he said that he will get it himself. The scene then shifts to Tianchu City. The streets were bustling as a voice also echoed, Extra, extra. Turns out it was a kid selling the latest news. The 3-year period has arrived. The battle for the ownership of the heavenly book begins once again. The Ting Chao sect declared they would participate and emerge victorious. Can the century-old battle for the ownership of the heavenly book come to an end today? Approaching Ye Shen, he called out, Sir Cultivator, do you need a copy of the Tianchu news? No, thanks. He then sighed and thought, Tianchu City. It used to be a city of forests 100 years ago. This place had changed too much. It was practically a ghost town before. I can't find my way around here at all, he complained. However, in his pocket was a paper crane that was used for guiding. The voice of Luan Yaner could be heard from the paper crane as it explained. With little Yaner in charge, you won't have any trouble navigating around the mainland. Please turn right at the intersection. Ye Shen, on the other hand, was relieved, thinking, fortunately, Yaner made this paper spirit to guide me. Yaner, you said an attendant would hand it over to me, but I'm here to take back my own property, so I shouldn't need an attendant to hand it to me, right? Okay? Answering Master's question about the attendant, Yaner then began explaining to him. During your seclusion, the heavenly book was temporarily stored in this city, causing constant disputes among various families. At that time, the Xuanji sect was weak and unable to recover the heavenly book. Yaner took advantage of that and advertised the wonders of the heavenly book to the world, causing cultivators all over the world to fight a bloody battle over it. By doing that, not only were the various factions in the world distracted from targeting our sect, but the evil parties that fought over the heavenly book were also recorded, so that's how it was. He then thought, using my property as bait, I see. Such a carefully thought-out plan. Yaner has really grown up. Jumping up, the paper crane then informed him, you have arrived at your destination. Your attendant is just in front of you. You have one message. Yaner has something else to tell me. Master doesn't need to worry too much. This attendant is a secret agent from the Xuanji sect's period. Our sect's contact code has not changed, so rest assured. Thank you for your cautiousness. You've done well, replied Ye Shen. However, she was not done, and continued with a threatening tone. Additionally, after you take back the heavenly book, you must return immediately. Do you understand? There's more. You must not even glance at other girls while you're outside. Oh. The moment I think of this, I can't help but be furious. While saying that, the paper crane caught fire and disappeared. Stunned by her words, he could only wonder. Hey, Yaner, honestly, this little child overthinks everything. How could Master have any room left in his heart to do that? Looking to his side, he saw someone who caught his attention. The particular person was a busty female fortune teller, who seemed to be inhaling some noodles. Oh, it must be that person. That person is my attendant, he thought to himself. Approaching the lady, he called for her attention. Excuse me, may I ask for your name? Looking up at his figure, she thought, oh, it's the great master. Thinking he was a customer, she placed her noodles on the table, and jumped up to introduce herself, and truly we saw her clearly in full view, hiding her soft monster with bandages. My surname is Xiao. I am Xiao Chiao. People call me Little Yanton. I am not very talented, but I have some knowledge of the art of deduction. Whether it's seeking marriage or divination for the future, you ask, I answer. Standing close, she silently said she could also help find lost items like mistaken romantic debt, she whispered, not knowing she has caused a huge misunderstanding. Ye Shen, on the other side, was obliviously thinking, finding lost items. She must be talking about the heavenly book. She is the attendant that Yaner appointed. No mistaking it. But just in case, I should still say the code with that. He whispered a word code to her, The king of heaven overpowers the tiger of earth. Hearing his words, she nervously responded, "Ah, why are you ducking 250, okay? It's a match," he said inwardly. However, the fortune teller lady shooed him away. Go, go, go. Don't interfere with my business. She also thought, alas, he's just a fool. His good looks are in vain. Surprised at first by her ignoring the secret code, he calmed down and thought, the code really is professional, retreating in order to advance, testing me again and again. He then continued, the secret code. If we were not family, we wouldn't live under the same roof. You don't need to worry too much. Not understanding his words, she became infuriated and slammed her fist on the table. How? Who is part of your family, and who are you calling an idiot? If you're not right in the head, then see a doctor. Don't. However, before she could finish her words, he held her shoulder, and with a little force, sat her down back on her chair and uttered, I really am looking for a lost item, meaning the heavenly book. On the other hand, however, after touching her, the female fortune teller felt a huge surge amount of energy penetrating her, giving her the feeling of her clothes being all torn up. This feeling is, my body feels on fire. It feels like thick honey is inside. The moment he touched me, the years of loneliness of my inner elixir, it's so overwhelming, ready to come out. The only one who can make my innate inner elixir react like this. There's no mistake, this person is my destined dual cultivator, she thought to herself. Unaware of her feelings, he worriedly asked, Hey, why do you look so unwell? Did I use too much force? He wondered. I should treat Yaner's people with courtesy. Overwhelmed by his touch and energy, she suddenly grabbed his hand and replied, saying the secret code she heard from him. Yes, yes, yes. The king of heaven overpowers the tiger of earth. I am the idiot. I've been waiting for you for a long time. A lost item, was it? I'll take you to it. In her head, however, she was thinking about how she can't let him go, and then led the way for him. Let's not delay. Please follow me. Lead the way. Nearby, however, was the real attendant who was supposed to meet with, as he then wondered, didn't the empress secretly command me to be here to assist the person from her palace? Where is he? Seconds later, the scene shifted to the Tianshu conference, at an arena where the battle for the ages will occur. The crowd was also causing a commotion. Oh shit! Ting Chu sect leader, Wei Tianheng. His strength cannot be underestimated. Could it be that the heavenly book will be taken by him? It's hard to say. Arriving at the arena, Ye Shen worriedly asked, why are there so many people here? That's normal. Look, what you wanted to find is up on that stage, right? Sir Cultivator, I see that you are quite powerful. You must be here for the heavenly book as well. Above the stage was a wooden box that had the book that everyone was fighting for, with two men in particular, who seemed to be the most powerful. She then continued, it's rumored that whoever obtains the heavenly book obtains the mainland. Daring young men, who doesn't want to be a hero. But if you want to awaken the book, other than having good luck, you must also be recognized by the Lord of Tianshu City. This is the reason for the constant fighting on stage. But in my opinion, you are no worse than the sect leader of the Ting Chao sect. If you want to obtain the heavenly book, one can help you, as long as you dual cultivate. However, before she could finish her lustful ideas, she realized that the person she thought she was talking to was not even present next to her. Hey, where did he go? Someone next to her then shouted, Hey, did something fly up there? Ahead. Look ahead. Turns out the one who was causing a commotion was our boy Ye Shen, who was walking up the stage. And seeing him go up, the crowd got riled up. Someone went up there. Even the fortune teller Xiao Qiao Qiao shouted in panic, What are you doing? Right now, whether it's Wei Tianheng or City Lord Zhang Zisheng, you can't afford to offend any of them. Ma Dude, however, just strode in there like it was his own backyard, and headed straight to the heavenly book. Seeing him, the two big shots panicked, and one of them, who was hot-headed, immediately rushed towards him. Feeling the killing intent behind him, Ye Shen thought to himself, I should take the book and leave before things get messy. The hot-headed man Wei Tianheng shouted, You shameless brat. You want to take advantage of the fight and steal my treasure. At this point the rage could be seen in his eyes, as they glowing red, veins popping out. I will kill you. Watching this, the female fortune teller screamed in fright. Oh no. A story was then told, dating back to 100 years ago. After the fall of Xuanji sect, a civil war broke out in the Canyuan continent, but the Ting Chao sect, which was originally weak, suddenly had a genius appearing out of nowhere. He mastered various skills and martial arts, and stood unmatched in the world, and this genius was none other than Wei Tianheng. Returning to the present, the dude was throwing a powerful punch. Worried, the girl could only cry out for him to get out of the way. It was too late, however, as the attack landed, creating a loud boom. Feeling the power behind the attack too strong, some commented, Damn, The fifth style of the punch of disintegration. Wei Tianheng must be really furious. That brat is too cocky. TSK. He's killing a chicken to scare the monkeys. Don't you understand? TL. Killing a chicken to scare the monkeys means making an example out of someone in order to threaten others. Wei Tianheng is so powerful. Who dares go on stage and fight for the heavenly book? In her head, the fortune-teller girl thought to herself that the situation is really troublesome. Wanting to act on her thoughts, she still reinforced her decision, saying, "How Wei Tianheng is extremely narrow-minded, so Ye Shen is really unlucky, as he won't be let off easily now. I should hurry and save him." Returning to the fight, could be seen that our boy Ye Shen was not even affected by the attack, as he appeared from the smoke, which naturally shocked the guy Wei Tianheng. Oh, is this way of greeting someone trending right now? Regaining his thoughts, Wei Tianheng thought, how could he block my punch? Where did he even come from? Well, want to know more? Be sure to like and subscribe for more content. Until next time.